Sarveshwar Avastudrik Dantedriya Prana Sharira Dhiya Sada Prashanta Kamo Rahita Shuro Suraha. Can you repeat with me? The devotees on online. Can you hear me?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Nodvigna Chitto Yasaneshu Nispraha Shruteshu Drishteshu Guneshva Bastudrik Dantendriya Prana Sharira Di Sada Prashantakamo Rahita Suro Shura.
So I'm going to read. Please repeat after me. Nandrigno chitto vasanesu nispriyaha Shruteshu drishteshu guneshvavastudri Dantendriya prana shariradi sada Prashanta kamo rahita suro asuraha Nodvigna chitto vasanesu nispriyaha Shruteshu drishteshu guneshvavastudri Dantendriya priya shariradi sada Prashanta kamo rahita suro asuraha. Word by word meaning, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Na, not. Udvigna, agitated. Chittaha, whose consciousness. Vyasaneshu, in dangerous conditions. Nispriyaha, without desire. Suteshu, in things heard of, especially elevation to heavenly planets because of pious activities. Drishteshu, as well as in temporal things seen. Guneshu, the objects of sense gratification under the modes of material nature. Avastudri, seen as if insubstantial. Danta, controlling. Indriya, the senses. Prana, the living force. Sharira, the body. Dhiha, and intelligence. Sada, always. Prashanta, quiet. Kamaha, whose material desires. Rahita, completely devoid of. Asuraha, demoniac nature. Asuraha, although born in a demoniac family. Translation: although Prahlad Maharaj was born in a family of asuras, he himself was not an asura, but a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. Unlike the other asuras, he was never envious of Vaishnavas. He was not agitated when put into danger, and he was neither directly nor indirectly interested in the fruitive activities described in the Vedas. Indeed, he considered everything material to be useless, and therefore he was completely devoid of material desires. He always controlled he always controlled his senses and life air, and being of steady intelligence and determination, he subdued all lusty desires. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सह गणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Although Prahlad Maharaj was born in a family of Asuras, he himself was not an Asura but a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. Unlike the other Asuras, he was never envious of Vaishnavas. He was not agitated when put into danger, and he was neither directly nor indirectly interested in the primitive activities described in the Vedas. Indeed, he considered everything material to be useless. Thank you. So I'm going to read again. Although Prahlad Maharaj was born in a family of Asuras, he himself was not an Asura, but a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. Unlike the other Asuras, he was never envious of Vaishnavas. He was not agitated when put into danger, and he was neither directly nor indirectly interested in the fruitive activities described in the Vedas. Indeed, he considered everything material to be useless, and therefore he was completely devoid of material desires. He always controlled his senses and life air, and being of steady intelligence and determination, he subdued all lusty desires. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. From this verse, we discover that a man is not qualified or disqualified simply by birth. Prahlad Maharaj was an Asura by birth, yet he possessed all the qualities of a perfect Brahmana, Brahmanya Shila Sampanna. Anyone can become a fully qualified Brahmana under the direction of a spiritual master. Prahlad Maharaj provided a vivid example of how to think of the spiritual master and accept his directions calmly. So, this is a Shastra Praman for us, like in material world, especially in Kali Yuga, people they are asking evidence for each and everything. And when they are asking how to be qualified to become a devotee of the Lord, so Prahlad Maharaj is one of the greatest example. Another example is Bali Maharaj, who was also born in a demonic family. But both of them are one of the Dwadas Mahajan, one of the 12 Mahajan. They are so great and exemplary for all of us to follow in a Vaishnava tradition to become devotee. And we can see there are so many other acharyas and other great saintly personalities are there who were not born in a devotee family, but later on, by the mercy of Guru and Gauranga, by the mercy of the spiritual master, they become devotee of the Lord. And not just they become a devotee of the Lord, like rather they set an example how to practice devotional services. And one of the very unique requirement is there to be a devotee, to remain a devotee, is service attitude towards Lord Vishnu and Vaishnavas. So Prahlad Maharaj, he is, as Prabhupada is mentioning, the Bhagavatam quote is saying, Prabhupada is saying, from this verse we discover that a man is not qualified or disqualified simply by birth. Though Prahlad Maharaj was born in a demon family, there are also examples in a Shastra. The people who has taken birth in a Brahman family, they become a demon. And the example is Ravana himself. Ravana is not a simple personality. If you look at how Ravana came into existence, we are checking the Shastra, and of course they are Jai Vijay, the great devotee of the Lord, because they have to take birth in a demoniac family. So the example what I'm going to share, it is little, uh, I would say that history of Ravana. His grandfather was Pulasya Rishi. He was very, very much powerful, one of the Rishi, one of the saintly person in our Vedic literature. So once Pulasya Rishi, he was doing his tapasya and he was disturbed by the maid servant, the daughter of sages, and some apsaras. Like it normally happen even in Kali Yuga. If somebody is doing some austerity, some other people they will come to disturb in their job. They try to make fun of out of it. Even the devotees when they are doing Harinam, I have seen also personally when they are chanting the name of Lord Krishna, many people they are mocking, including in India. What these people they are doing, they have nothing to do. They are just say Hare Krishna, asking donation and taking prasadam. Look at them. So this thing is always there. Whenever somebody trying to elevate towards Krishna or on a godly platform, other people they will come to disturb them. So when Pulasya Rishi was doing his penance, he was disturbed by some other girls, the maid servants and the sage's daughter, and some apsaras also. By this disturbance, Rishi Agastya became little disturbed, and then he chastised them, and they said, and he warned them, all of the girls, if you will come in front of me to disturb me in my penance, and once if I look you, you'll become pregnant. By listening this, all the girls they run away from there. But one of the sage's daughter, Manini, she was not there. So she came in looking for her friends, and accidentally she came in front of Rishi Pulasya. And as per the curse, she became pregnant. Then she ran to her father and she told that this thing happened to me. So father, he immediately came to Rishi Pulasya and requested him to accept her as his wife. Upon request, Rishi Pulasya, he accepted Manini as his wife. And from Manini and Pulasya, they they produce a child called Vishravan. And Vishravan also, like his father, he was very great rishi, and he was knower of all the Vedic literature. In the Vedas, he was expert in the Vedas. So he married also, but later on, her demon daughter, she approached him, and she was convinced by her father, like, if you marry a saintly person, your child will be very intelligent. Because all these rishis, they are very expert in all the Vedic literature, in all the Vedas. So your child will be very intelligent. So upon the request of this demon's daughter, Vishravan married her. And from them, they produced four kids: Ravana, Vibhishana, Kumbhakarna, and one daughter, Shurpanakha. And this demon, he was ruler of Lanka. So he gave this capital to this to the another son of Vishravan, Kubera. So in relation, Ravan and Kuber, they are half brother. But later on, Lavan, due to his austerity, and of course, he is a son of a Brahmana, so he studied Vedas from his childhood. So he know how to approach Vishnu, he know how to approach Brahma, he know how to approach Lord Shiva. But as the quality was there to dominate this world, this dominance quality was there in Ravana. So once he became powerful, he kicked out Kuber from Lanka and declared himself as the king of the Lanka. And later on, doing with his finance or the austerity, he became such a powerful that Lord Shiva appeared in front of him to grant him boon. So we can see, though Ravana was born from a father who is a rishi but become demon, but here Prahlad Maharaj, who was born from a demon father, Hiranyakashipu, become a devotee of the Lord. So the birth is not important, not so important birth, but the upbringing is really, really matter. Like we see also in material world, many people they left their unwanted child on a street, on the door of temple or church. Later on, they are accepted by some asylum and they are raised there. And many of them, those all kids, they are taken care by the orphanage. They become a very good quality people also who are doing a lot of for the society. So the upbringing or the association is very, very important. So here in this chapter, we are going to study what qualities do we need to achieve Krishna Prem. Because love for toward love and dedication, devotion to worship Krishna is very, very important for a devotee to have in their life, in their mind, in their practice. So under the guidance of spiritual master, one can achieve all these qualities, which is very, very important for us. There are another examples are there. There are so many various examples are there in the Shastra where just by simply mercy of the spiritual master, no matter whatever the background, whatever their birth history is, one can become pure devotee of the Lord. Even we can see in the history of Rishi Narada, Devarshi Narada, that in his previous birth, his mother was during Chaturmasya, she served some saintly person, and by eating the remnants of the sadhus, and by the mercy of the blessings, mercy and the blessings of the sadhus, Narada became a great devotee of the Lord. And there is another example from Shastra is a man who was born in a Brahmin family, but later on, when his family was suffering food scarcity and other turbulence in their life, he became a looter. He started looting people. And in that way, from though he born in a Brahmin family, but he become a rascal. But when he come under the influence of the Saptarishis, the seven great sages, and after listening their instructions, he become sadhu. And he becomes such a sadhu, such an exponent, such a great sadhu that he was so he became famous as a Valmiki. And Valmiki is that personality who wrote Ramayana even before the appearance of Lord Ramchandra. So the association and the blessings of the spiritual master is very, very important one for everyone to elevate oneself from this material platform to this spiritual platform. And another examples are there also in Chaitanya Charitamrita that how Rup Sanatan they were converted into Islam, and when they came in a contact of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they just not become a devotee. They have become such a exemplary devotee for the rest of the world that they give so much instructions. Like the whole Vaishnava philosophy, Brahma Madhya Gaudiya Sampradaya philosophy, you can see they are standing on the foundation which is laid by Rupa and Sanatan Goswami along with other four Goswamis. So these six Goswamis has given us so much for us that one can elevate from material platform to the devotional platform. And by the reading the character of the great devotee of the Lord like Prahlad Maharaj is such a wonderful that it can elevate anyone or it can bring anyone from the material condition to the spiritual world simply by following the character or the pastimes of the Prahlad Maharaj. That how the difficulties can be faced or we can cross over the difficulty while practicing Krishna consciousness. There are so many other examples are there like Mirabai. Mirabai was born as a princess and later on she was married in another with another king. But she was so much absorbed in Krishna consciousness. She was so much in love with the Lord Krishna and his pastimes and his activities that this material world's wealth was nothing for her. People they are running after the all material desires are there, all these material facilities, we are running after that. She was born as a princess, and she was later on she was married in another royal family. So the opulence is always there in front of her since her childhood. But she finds that love for Krishna is more valuable than these all material opulences. So she gave up everything. She gave up everything just to please Krishna. For her, pleasing Krishna was the prime object of her life. Even Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing, Manasa deho geho jo kichu mora, harpilu tuva pode nanda kishora. Manasa deho geho. This human form, my mind, everything I am surrendering to you, Nanda Kishora, O son of Nanda. I am offering unto your lotus feet. Without surrenderness, no one can achieve anything. And without surrenderness, the good qualities also cannot adopt. We can't adopt a good quality in our life without surrenderness. The people that give an example, foot bearer trees branches are always touching the ground. So if the person has a fruit of knowledge, fruit of bhakti, fruit of devotion, fruit of compassion, he will be always grounded. Otherwise, they will be stay straight towards sky with pride, with false ego. So devotion also teaches us a lot of things: how to be humble, how to be compassion, how to be grounded, how to be helpful, how to be kind. These are the qualities one should learn from. There are so many exemplary devotees are there in the Shastra. Even to be a good human being, one should have these qualities. That is what these qualities are making a difference between a demon and demigod. And actually, these all qualities are we are already having in in ourselves, because by the mercy of spiritual master, one can reveal these all qualities. Brahm, ब्रह्मांड भ्रमित कोनो भाग्यवान जीव Guru Krishna Kripa Pai Bhakti Lata Beej. We all living souls are wandering in this world in 8,400,000 species, from one body to another, another body to another. We are all traveling from one planet to another planet. Unless we meet the spiritual master who will guide us and will help us so we can start our journey from material platform to the spiritual platform. Otherwise, it is absolutely impossible one can even can realize the person's own identity, who am I. So this bewilderness will be always there if the guru is not, if the spiritual master is not in our life. But that spiritual master should be a bona fide in a disciplic succession. Don't accept anyone, whoever is claiming himself a guru. Because in Kali Yuga, there are so-called guru are there available in the market. You come to this guru and he will say, what you want, I can provide everything to you. There are so many magicians, guru are there. And unfortunately, they are very famous also. They are wealthy also. But are this guru going to take me out from the birth, the cycle of birth, death, and old age and disease? If not, then we should be very, very careful. Even when we are going for shopping, we are checking the price of the commodities. We are checking the qualities of commodities, what we are going to buy. If it is a $10 or $12 or $20, but still we are checking the quality. Okay, if I'm going to spend $20 or $15 to buy this product, is it going to be useful for me or not? And upon checking the quality, then we are deciding to buy or not to buy. So if a simple product which is priced like a 15 $20, we are spending time, we are doing this analysis. So how come we are just simply surrendering or accepting someone as a spiritual master in our life? We can easily, like when we are reading the biography or the pastimes of Srila Prabhupada, we can realize that when Prabhupada he came to West to preach, Those people, they were not easy people who accepted Srila Prabhupada because all material opulences they had. This hippie, they has everything what material people they are asking for. And give up this all hippie life to accept Krishna consciousness is the most difficult job Prabhupada have done. Even we can't teach, we can't make our own father, mother, brother, sister, son, daughter, wife, husband as a devotee of the Lord. Then we can easily understand that how much blood Prabhupada have shedded to turn this hippie into a happy devotee. We cannot imagine how much work he has done. I was reading one of the pastimes about Srila Prabhupada that some devotee they were showing some pictures of some places to visit in India related with Lord Nrsingadev's pastimes. And Prabhupada was on a couch, he was like a half lay. Like he was relaxing, his leg was spread on the couch. He was taking rest with the support of a pillow. And he was saying, yes, yes, I was there, I was there, I was there, like that. So it was just like a slideshow. Devotees and disciples, they were shown to Srila Prabhupada. Then, then they start showing the temple, the ISKCON temple which were built. And as soon as they start showing the slideshow of Prabhupada, so this is this temple, immediately Prabhupada, he changed his position. He become very alert and he just sat on the couch. And he was keep asking, where is this temple? What is the name? What facilities are there? Devotees, prasadam, preaching, book distribution. You start asking everything, everything. So we can see when when the slide was going on and showing him the Lord Nishinga's temple or the Lord Nishinga's temple related pastime with the Lord Nishinga, he was watching. But when he starts seeing the ISKCON project, the new temple project, he was very excited. He was excited because by the mercy of my spiritual master, I am able to spread Krishna consciousness according to my capacity. So he was more interested to know how people are accepting Krishna consciousness. Because making a devotee in this Kali Yoga is one of the toughest job. And it is so funny, like to go an event, people they are ready to spend money. If it is a concert by some big celebrity or some very famous team is going to play soccer or something like that, people they spend money to go and watch. I remember last year, first time in USA, in New York and New Jersey area, some of the country's cricket team was there. They were playing there, and I was just out of curiosity. I was checking the ticket prices. So from the counter, the ticket price, for example, is like $100, but those tickets they were not available. All of them were sold. But those tickets were not all tickets are not sold to the real spectator. Some of the middlemen were there. So they bought ticket in a bulk quantity, especially some of the games, especially the match between India and Pakistan. It is two, there is a four rivalry team in the world in a game of cricket. India, Pakistan, and England, Australia. So whenever the match is happening between these four teams, all tickets are sold. To my surprise, so the interviewer or the blogger they were keep checking, and one of the family like father and son they flew all of them from Canada, and they spent about $3,000 just to watch a one game. So each ticket price was $3,000 plus hotel plus flight ticket plus transportation. If you count this all money, so much money just to watch a 4 or 5 hours game. So this all entertainment, they are paid, not free, but still there are people they are ready to pay to entertain themselves. But look at the temple, look at the church. Entry is free, facilities are free, but still people they don't want to go because people they are so much uneducated, they are so much they are so much ignorant that this material facility is not going to make their life better or beautiful unless they will not come and surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, no matter whatever religion they are born in. And that's why this pastimes of the great devotees like the Prahlad Maharaj need to share more and more. So people will be aware. Like cinema was born for so many years, and cinema is just one of the media of entertainment till the day. And it is going to entertain in the future also, day by day. The technologies are upbringing. Before the cinema was in a movie theater, now cinema is in your phone. You can carry these movies wherever you go. You can watch movies anytime. But fortunately, one person came up with the idea to make a movie based on Vedas, the Vedic scripture. Then he came in a contact with the ISKCON devotees, and by the inspiration of Srila Prabhupada, by the inspiration of the present acharyas, he finally made a movie which is a blockbuster to the surprise. Even the director, producer, everyone is surprised. And that movie is based on Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad Maharaj. So by watching this animated movie, people can get lesson. They can learn that how one can still practice Krishna consciousness no matter how much the opposite situation is in a life. If I'm following Krishna, if I'm following Lord, anything can be achievable. We can achieve anything without even asking. If we just simply serve Krishna, if we simply serve and determined to serve Krishna and the Vaishnavas, everything can be achieved. When Prabhupada arrived in West, he has nothing. He didn't know anyone. And plus, old age. That is the time when people they retire and sit home. But he decided, no, this is my Guru's instruction to go in a West and preach. But before coming here, he was preparing himself to come and preach. He was doing translation and everything, whatever needed to be done before start preaching. And when he come with a desire to preach and follow the instruction of spiritual master, we can see where we are and where he started, where we are. Another example is, and without asking, he didn't ask that, okay, Krishna, provide me this facility, those facilities, so I'll go and I will preach. No, he just simply came. And while he was coming, he was praying to the Lord, please bless me so I can spread your name. He didn't ask anything in return. And there's another devotee of the Lord is Sudama, his childhood friend of Krishna. And when his wife was keep pushing, why you're not going to your friend Krishna? He is a king. He can give you anything, whatever you want. He came to see his friend, but he didn't ask anything still because he came to his friend to meet his friend. He didn't come to ask from his friend. But as Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Suridam Sarvabhutanam, I'm friend of all living entity. So that same friend, same Krishna was also situated in the heart of Sudama. And he was so much pleased That those Sudama you came, you didn't ask, but in return I will give everything what your wife is asking. So Krishna is fulfilling everyone's desire, but that desire should be legitimate because Lord provides needy, not the greedy. If we need, Lord will definitely provide. But if the greed is there, He will provide the way how the greed can be corrected. That is the Lord's potency. So we will read furthermore how Prahlad Maharaj's life or his instructions can make a big change in every each and every devotee's life. So we can control our senses, we can limit our material desire, we can focus more towards Krishna consciousness. I would like to stop here. If anyone have any question or any comment or any insight, please share. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Yeah, please, Mataji.
So I want to thank you for your class. It's very enlightening. Because it can be very depressing as a devotee when you realize really that you're from the demonic family in terms of things that you recognize. So it can be very depressing. So your class was very informative and helpful in remembering that we're not, the bodies is mostly the qualities. And one of the other examples that I realized in your discussion is the Madhavendra Purush also. He recognized that devotees were who had qualities of brahminical qualities and are truly brahminical, even though they were not being seen they were being seen from different castes that were lower by brahminical, so-called brahminical standards. So he was able to discriminate devotees about, well, they're not born in Brahmanic families, but he had Krishna conscious qualities. So thank you for your class.
Thank you. Thank you. Actually, to follow the Krishna consciousness is is little difficult, but it is not impossible. Like many people, especially the Indian people, they consider this is Panditji, this is a priest, so he is also fortune teller. So people, when they approaching me and they wanted to show their hand, okay, can you please do my palm reading? I say I don't do palm reading, but I can help you in your foot reading. Then they're surprised. Foot reading, I have never heard. What is that? I said that your foot towards your destiny, sorry, your foot towards your destination will decide your destiny. Wherever you go, that will decide your destiny. If you're going to the temple, you're going to the holy places, going to meet some sadhu, going to meet some Vaishnava, you always acquire some good character, some good qualities. But if you're going to club, pub, or party, these all things, you never know that who will become your enemy for what reason. Like there are so big casinos are there in Las Vegas, which I have heard. People they go millionaire and they come empty pocket. The casinos are never making anyone millionaire. Even the people who are participating in some of the events where they are winning hundreds and thousands of dollars, I don't see that those all people they have used that not earned their winner money to become a successful businessman or success or living a successful life. Because this easy money, the way it comes, easily it goes out. Because I have never shed my sweat to earn that money. So all hard earned money can be saved, can be utilized for the better purpose. So when we have we have given this human body, and by the mercy of Guru, when we are coming in contact of Krishna consciousness, this is hard earned body out of 8,400,000 faces. And in spite of that, I have a mercy of my spiritual master. I am in a contact with the Krishna, the devotees of Krishna, Krishna Prasadam. These all things are available for me to make advancement to go back to Godhead, to Krishna Loka. Any further question or comment, or I would like to conclude here. It's time for Darshanarti and Guru Puja. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जगत गुरु शील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Thank you.